Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Thoughts of a Rambling Mind. As you know, I only make videos when I find something intriguing, and of course, I'm intrigued. Today's video is going to be about a punch that Errol Spence seems to be pretty open to, very susceptible to. This punch is the lead right hand, and how Terence Crawford may be able to exploit this in his upcoming match against Errol Spence. Okay, so like, share, subscribe. Please leave comments down in the comment section because I read and reply to all comments. And please subscribe, it helps me out a lot. Anyway, let's get into it. So, in the fight, Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter, Shawn Porter used the lead right hand quite often. He used it. It was real rough the way he used it. It wasn't refined. He used it and usually ended up in the clinch shortly after. But when he did use the lead right hand, it landed almost every time, right? I think pretty much every time it landed. So Errol Spence is susceptible to the punch. Now, the reason why the lead right hand is so impressive and so effective is because normally a boxer starts off with a jab, right? When you lead with your power hand, it's more of an unexpected maneuver. You can set it up with short pawing jabs as a distraction, making it look like a lead to a 1-2, but really you're setting up for the lead power hand, lead power punch. Now, Shawn Porter used his lead right hand to end up in the clinch, and he did it often. It's how he started his attack, his onslaught. He began his onslaught with the lead right, and then followed up with left, right, left, right, left, right, and a barrage of punches. Now against Kell Brook used the lead right hand pretty often. He too landed it pretty much every time he threw it. So again, Errol Spence is extremely susceptible to the lead right hand or the lead power punch, right? And I'm going to call it the lead power punch, not the lead right hand, for a specific reason that I'll get to later in the video. But this lead power punch, Errol Spence has been susceptible even against Kell Brook throughout the entire fight. To exploit the same move an entire fight for 12 rounds throughout the fight means that there's a glaring weakness in Errol Spence's defense when it comes to these particular moves. Now, Kell Brook used his lead power punch as a setup punch, or a reset punch. Basically, he would throw the lead right, maybe follow up with one punch and then back up in order to reset for another attack. He used his pretty often. The lead right hand, just like the pull counter, was best displayed in recent history by the great Floyd Mayweather Jr. Okay? So, Floyd used his as a clinch. He used his as a sneak attack. He used his with an evasive maneuver to get away. I mean, he just used his lead right hand in many different ways to exploit his opponent. I think there are many different ways to use it. I think Shawn Porter used his lead right hand a little better than Kell Brook did. He used it to get into the clinch. He then used the clinch to turn, so that's like a combination. Kell Brook's using his to reset. He'd get the strike with the lead right, but then he'd be reset, so he'd have to figure out another way to get in again. And I think that's a little bit slightly less effective, even though it worked pretty well against Errol Spence. If Terence Crawford can add the lead right hand, the pull counter, and the turn into his repertoire, then he will have a bag of tricks that's specifically tailored for Errol Spence. The reason why I call it the lead power punch rather than lead right hand is because Terrence Crawford is a switch hitter. And with Terrence Crawford, he can throw a lead right hand or a lead left hand, depending on the stance he chooses, which makes him doubly as dangerous. I think the mastery of these three tactics will make this fight actually more than competitive. I think it'll make it scary for Spence fans. I think it's just going to be naturally scary for Crawford fans. I think we have a great night ahead of us, you know, and for all the fight fans out there, I'm looking forward to seeing this fight, you know, and I know you guys are too. So go ahead and subscribe, like, share, drop a comment down in the comment section, because I always read and reply to all my comments. And those are my thoughts of a rambling mind, and I'm out.